Slowly, half lost in thought, Helena walks beside her father on their way home. The day has been long, and she feels exhausted. A pleasant weariness settles over her limbs, making them heavy and less energetic than usual. The last golden rays of the sun lie warmly over the quiet railway town of Ellensfontein. The white house with the green roof, standing at the edge of the field, looks welcoming and beautiful. From afar, she can already see how long the grass around the house has grown. She notices the neighbor's dog waiting patiently for them in their front yard. As if suddenly in a hurry, she and her father quicken their pace along the narrow footpath winding through the dry grass toward home. It's as though Helena is shaking off the troubles of the past few weeks, her thoughts already busy with the adventures she and Magil are planning for the holidays. The weeds grow wild in her father's garden. The only tree in the yard is covered in shades of yellow, red, and green, autumn's touch. Her father has never been one for gardening or housekeeping. His focus has always been on his work and music. The ways of the Lord are strange and unexplainable. Her dear father, warm and loving with a deep longing for music, aches for his children, yet life has not granted him that privilege. 3 times in the 9 years since Helena was born, he had hoped and prayed that he and her mother could make things work for the sake of their children. But the promise of reconciliation, which he had so desperately longed for, was never fulfilled. Susan simply kept drinking. He had only ever wanted things to work out. And then Helena came. With her arrival, the sunshine returned to his home. Helena, with her laughing green eyes and wild auburn hair, she looks just like her mother, people always said. And Susan, irritated, would disagree. She much preferred to think that the child resembled her father. Helena's father steals a glance at his little girl. A real little antelope, he thinks as they walk. He knows she can't wait to drop her things in the living room and climb the only tree in the yard. "Look, Papa!" Helena suddenly shouts, pulling him from his thoughts. "Look how beautiful those flowers are!" She's pointing at the white roses he had once received as a gift and planted along the wire fence. "Aren't they lovely?" he says, ruffling her already messy hair. "You can pick some and arrange them nicely. What do you think?" He winks at her as he pushes open the creaking garden gate. She bounds through it like a young deer. Inside, he unlocks the house and sinks into the worn-out reddish-brown couch. The air is heavy with the stale scent of unwashed dishes and damp laundry hanging in his small bathroom. He is home so rarely that the place often remains closed up for days. Helena climbs onto the couch beside him, chattering nonstop. She babbles cheerfully,